Yo, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. We've got another trophy review for you today. And before we get into it, we've got the results of the giveaway. Now, when I was deciding how to do this, I didn't really know how to. So if you've got any suggestions on a way to draw it better than what I've done now, then let me know down below in the comments. So what I've done is I just put, obviously, every name that commented the word giveaway into a wheel spinner. Again, any suggestions on a better way to draw this, let me know down below. What we're going to do is spin and let's see who wins. So the very first winner of our £10 PSN giveaway is... Rub Martian. There we go. So I will reply to your comment. You will need to either be in the Discord or follow me on Twitter, just some way that I can private message you. You will have 48 hours to respond. Otherwise, we will need to respin. We are also going to be doing another one next week. So I don't know what the code word is. I'm going to see if this trophy list can give me a word, because I don't want to use the same one, just giveaway every time. I want it so that people who are actually paying attention to the video can do it. So towards the end of the video, I will let you know what that code word is. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll just get straight into the review. Okay, so we are currently with Kruker. He has 10,000 achieved trophies, 201 platinums, with again a 99.7% completion rate. What is it with these last few accounts? Absolute demons. Right, I'll do what I did in the last one. Let's see what he doesn't have. Hades 2, and again, it's because he's currently playing it right now by the looks of it, because today was the last day that he got a trophy. Let's actually, so I'll do the 100%, because he's completed 200. Again, oh, another absolute banger. Right, so we'll go alphabetical order, completion 100%. Remember, if we don't know what the game is, we will pull it up and have a quick, cheeky little glance to see. So, starting off, we've got 9 Monkeys of Shaolin. Straight away, no idea. Full game, okay, let me just pick a random point, because I don't want to... Like a 3D side-scroller, okay. Plague Tale Innocent, nice. Way Out, again. I think I'm going to have to do it, because I think every trophy, I say this in every video, so you don't get too far into it. You probably hear me say the same thing over and over again. So I think I've now come to the realization that I am going to have to get this, because it seems as though every single person has got this platinum. It's considering whoever, like the accounts that I review definitely do. So that one is just I'm gonna have to do it, aren't I? Let's face it. Alan Wake, nice. Remastered Alan Wake 2. I haven't played that. I have heard good things, though. Alien Isolation, again, one that I'm kind of avoiding just because I hate the jump scares in it. Alienation, I think I looked at that the other week. It's an old... Oh, it was a PS3 game, is it not? Is it PS4? Oh, yeah, I remember it. Not for me. Astrobot, brilliant. Astro Playroom, brilliant. Again, if you've got a PS5, there's no reason you shouldn't have this. If you've got at least one PS5 Platinum, that should be the one. Back for Blood, 100 hours, 9 out of 10. Oh my god. Is there a way to cheese that? Online required, online co-op. Okay, yeah. Nah, no thank you. Oh, Banisher's Ghost of New Eden.
I am dead, dearest Dante. But I am a banisher yet. I may still teach.
And crushed my heart.
The ghost herself.
Our good friend's death shall not go unpunished.
You'll travel around talking to all kinds of pilgrims in order to solve their hauntings. As occult experts called banishers, it's your job to seek out ghosts, help them resolve their unfinished business, then send them to the afterlife. And that ends up being...
That actually looked really interesting. Not necessarily the trophy list. The trophy list looks horrendous, but... So that, to be honest, looks just interesting. Looks like a game I'd like. It's only a 3 out of 10, but I can obviously 60 hours is hefty. Then we've got the Arkham series. I hold my hands up to anyone that can get the Arkham series. Those Predator challenges and the fighting challenges, oh, yeah, just no, I can't. I can't. I think I've wholeheartedly just give up on it. Telltale series, lovely. Love that. Love that. Battlefield 1 and 5, hefty, hefty. Beyond Two Souls. Is Beyond Two Souls Quantic Dream? It is Quantic Dream, so it's a very much a like story-based. Ellen Page, William Dafoe. Bioshock 2, Bioshock Infinite. Beautiful, beautiful. Again, I'm seeing this more and more. Obviously, I did the little self-plug in one of the videos last week. I am going to give Bioshock an hour to win me over. If it on the second channel, if it makes it, it'll probably move over onto this channel and we might stream it. Oh, 2 out of 10, 3 hours. Let's have a look. Oh, it's first. Not a great first person
is one of the
shooter,
weirdest games I've played this year, and I'm not gonna lie.
Doesn't look. Borderlands 2, nice. Borderlands the pre-sequel, nice. Again, I don't know too much. I know, obviously, I know the Borderlands series, but I've never played one long enough to get into the lore and the minutiae of the game to know what the trophies and stuff are like. I played Borderlands 4, bought it, played it for about 4 to 5 hours. Didn't pick up a trophy, so just deleted it off the list, and I'll probably get round to it at some point. Broken Sword 5, Broken Sword Shadows of Templars. If you, obviously, it was the last video when I was on about Japonia and Escape from Monkey Island. These are very similar games, like point-and-click puzzle games. Bulletstorm Full Clip Edition, beautiful. Call of Duty Black Ops 3, that is, I know from experience, not the easiest platinum to get. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Campaign Remastered. Best campaign of a Call of Duty, in my opinion. So it was great they remastered it. Shame they never did the multiplayer. Modern Warfare Remastered. I've not got the platinum. I didn't go for the trophies. I obviously, as I've said a few times in previous videos, I was very much for a good 5 or 7 years. Although I did buy games that I like the look of, I would always end up back on COD, pretty much playing that. So I was a bit of a COD boy. So I played so much Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered. It's unreal, but it was all online. Modern Warfare, World War 2, again. See, with the Call of Duties, I've always, even though I like trophy hunting, I don't like trophy hunting in Call of Duty games. 1, the zombies is a bit of a pain, but 2, I only really play them for the multiplayer aspect of it. Okay, then we've got something I've never seen. Obviously, there's no platinum, so... Oh, I like the look of it already.
Tonight, on a very special episode of Cell Damage, will Violet finally learn of the disease that
okay, maybe not.
Will Cinder finally become house trained?
Oh, actually, I can't. It looked quite bad then, but now...
HD version was brought to you by Finish Line settings, like how
never seen this before.
How many laps, how many flags. And the last and final mode, as
like a driving game, racing game. Reminds me of Twisted Metal a little bit.
To get a certain number of hits, like first person, of course.
Chorus, nice. I've seen it a lot, but I've never actually, like, I see it on lists, but I've never actually looked to see what type of game it is.
Past. The plot drops a lot of exposition, but unfolds into a decent, albeit familiar story about rebels banding event taking place.
Oh, it's like a,
to make full
it was a shit game, really. I wasn't expecting that from the cover art. Better watch what I say. The Clid the Snail.
Gastropod character design. Ornamentation when your point of view looks like a snail crawled over your camera lens.
That's okay. It's a bit wild. Control, beautiful. Cyberpunk 2077. That is another one I need to do. I don't know whether to stream that though. I don't know, or whether to just play it personally. It's a game that I bought when it first came out. I run into a few bugs, obviously famously known for all the bugs that it had. It's had a massive amount of fixes, a massive amount of changes that make it a lot better. So I am looking forward to giving it a go. I just need to it's like, obviously it's CD Projekt Red. It's like The Witcher, you need to carve out a good chunk of time for it. Darksiders, all of them that are out, nice. So I've heard that is a pain in the backside. I've never actually seen anything to do with Darksiders 3. Famously, I said that obviously I love this game, played this to death, and was really looking forward to it. But not long after Darksiders 2 released, it did get announced that, or it might have been after Darksiders 3, that the studio shut down. So there was never going to be a fourth. Don't know what happened in between. I never obviously kept up with it, but we did get an advertisement in Summer Games Fest last year, I think it was, that we're getting a Darksiders 4. So I think it's time to pick that up and start playing it. Days Gone, again, famously looks like I would love the game. And I know that I like there's parts of it when I played the first 10, 15 minutes that I love. Problem is, it's such a stupid opinion. It's such a stupid thing to say. But he plays a biker, and his bike's just not nice. When I picture biker, whether that's for right or wrong, I picture Sons of Anarchy, those types of bikes, Harleys, stuff like that. But his bike's more of not a biker gang bike. So that's what put me off the game, funnily enough. I know it's a bit of a silly reason. So I am going to have to get over that and play it, because I do think, and I did enjoy the first opening scene, which is pretty much all I played of it. It has obviously had, I think it's like a graphical upgrade or something for the PS5. I think it's time I give that a go. Dead Island 2. I always remember playing the first Dead Island. And honestly, hold my hand up, I got quite confused. It wasn't a very intuitive game as to what you needed to do, where you needed to go. That's kind of what I felt at the time. So I never really played any more of it. But I've heard, obviously, since there's a lot. It got a lot better. It is a lot better, so maybe. Dead Space, again, another one I'm going to give an hour or two to. It's mainly because it's like a horror game. I know I had a bad opinion about Final Fantasy, and that was, obviously I was proven that I do have a bad take, but this is more of just an opinion. I just don't like horror games. They just don't interest me. A lot of horror games are designed around a lot of jump scares. I don't think there's, unless I'm wrong, if anyone can give any suggestions that give games that have got more atmosphere than jump scare, maybe, but I prefer the atmosphere of a horror rather than, like, Silent Hill is very much I quite like Silent Hill. That Silent Hill 2 has very much of a horror feel to it, like a horror movie feel, whereas a lot of horror games nowadays rely on just jump scaring you. Deadpool, nice. That is quite an expensive game now if you want to try and buy it, if I remember rightly, because I was looking. But that's the PS4 version. Maybe that I'm thinking of the PS3 version. Death's Door, not seen that. Let's have a look.
Until their mission is complete. This puts you on a collision course with the oldest, most dangerous soul. Other characters are fun to talk to and have damage and
I like
speed.
that.
There are ranged options as
Top
well.
down
like
again.
and magic spell.
Top down just doesn't do it for me.
Being able to swap
And
on the fly.
I probably know that I'm missing out on some really amazing games because of it. But Deathloop, nice. I really want to try that. I like the premise of it. It's kind of like Groundhog Day. Obviously, you get to a certain point, you die, you start again. Well, from the trailer, that's kind of what I got. Deliver Us the Moon, Deliver Us Mars, nice. You see that quite a bit as well. Seen them quite a few times. Demon Souls, again, anyone that normally when you see a list with at least 100 or way over 100, Demon Souls is normally in there, mainly because they're probably a demon themselves. Detroit Become Human, nice. Deus Ex Mankind Divided. I remember playing this on the Xbox 360. Never finished it. I really enjoyed it. It's very, obviously one of the earlier cyberpunk games, or cyberpunk style games. Didn't know it had trophy list though. I knew obviously achievements on the Xbox 360. I had no idea you can get trophies on it for the PlayStation. So that's interesting. Diablo, Reaper of Souls, beautiful. Dishonored 2, and Dishonored Death of the Outsider. Again, I said in a previous video, it's first person. I don't know. I just don't. Now I'm thinking it. I probably am. I'm probably wrong with this. So I'm gonna have to. I think I've never played a Dishonored. I think I've got like one trophy. I think it booted up and that was it. So maybe give that a go. Doom, nice. Doom Eternal, nice. I want to get the platinum for Doom, but there's a trophy that requires you to get like a kill with every gun, and some of the guns are difficult to get hold of. So I think I might need to try and boost that with a bit of luck. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, nice. I keep meaning to play this. It's such a good game. I remember this was a game I got. I remember someone bought it me. Obviously, as you all know, obviously I have dialysis and stuff, but one of the first really big hospital stints that I had, when I come out and I was recovering, someone bought me this, and I played it to death. I absolutely love it. It's got a little bit of a soft spot, so I haven't got the platinum for it, but I think we will probably get that soon. Dredge, nice. Drive Club, again, I surprisingly see that a lot, and it's not exactly like an easy or quick platinum for me to be seeing it so often. Not in every, but for the last, like, I think it's like 5 or 6 platinum lists I've looked at, this has been in there. Elden Ring, absolute demon. As someone that spent 2 weeks getting 2 trophies and then putting it down, that is respectable. Again, I hold my hands up to anyone that can get Souls-like ones. Ender Magnolia, nice. Endling, nice. Thing that's in the 30 platinum list, ready to be done. Evil West, I think I've seen that, but let's just have a look.
Augment your rifle with electrical damage and
nice. Okay, 5 out of 10, 25 hours, beautiful. Fist Shadow forged in Shadow Torch, nice. Fallout 4, again, worst. I love the Fallout series, I absolutely love it, but the way that they shoehorned that base building part into the game, while it's good, it's very much shoehorned in and just doesn't feel natural or smooth or part of the gameplay. I think that let it down quite a bit. Story is the weakest of the 3 games that have been released on the consoles. Obviously, up there is Fallout New Vegas is number 1, Fallout 3, and then Fallout 4 is definitely the weakest of the stories. Far Cry 3, 4, 5, Primal, New Dawn. Nice. I'm currently, Resoluti's going to be helping me with Far Cry 5. Hopefully I get a weekend free to try and hash the multiplayer trophies out on that, and then I can finish it properly. Far Changing Tides. I've seen that looks like a good one as well. It's like a ship, like, puzzle game. Wow. These platinums are almost as, in my opinion, almost as good / respectable / for me, seen on the same level as Souls games, and that's FIFA games, because you need a lot of coordination, and back like FIFA 14, FIFA 17, the coordination to get those done, I respect. FIFA 22, nice. Now, again, all unobtainable. Final Fantasy VII Remake, again, hold my hands up. My opinion, yes, was very wrong. It looks like it's a great game. I am planning playing that. Maybe not getting the platinum, but certainly finishing the story on it. Again, oh my god. If anyone knows this, the trophy for Gears of War Reloaded, 10,000 multiplayer kills. That was the one thing I was gutted about when it came out, because Gears of War was like one of my first Xbox 360 games that I bought with my own money. Gears of War, Dead Rising, they were some of the first games I bought with my own money. So I've got a soft spot for the games. I never could get the 10,000 kills on the Xbox 360, so when it got announced for the PlayStation, I was like a lot of remasters changed some of the multiplayer trophies, but unfortunately they didn't with that, and I'm gutted because I don't think I'm going to have the time to carve out 10,000 kills. Ghost of Tsushima, Ghost Runner 2, Ghost of Tsushima, another game that just completely passed me by because of my Call of Duty phase. I've heard Ghost of Tsushima is better than Ghost of Yotai. Seems that way because I think I've only ever seen Ghost of Yotai on a trophy list. I want to say once, maybe twice, in the ones that I've checked out so far. Ghost Runner, again, I've reiterated a million times. First-person parkour-style games just aren't for me. God of War 2018, God of War Remastered, God of War Ragnarok, beautiful. GTA 5 again. I know I said this in a previous video, and someone in the comment section told me that it's quite easy to, not necessarily cheese, but quite easy to boost. Hades, that looks like an amazing game to play. I want to play it, but I'll have to. I don't think I've bought it, so if it goes on the PSN Plus catalog or it goes on sale, I might pick it up. Hardware Rivals, nice. Heavy Rain, beautiful game. Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice, again. I would love to find out how many times I've said again in this video. I'm gonna have to read a thesaurus or a dictionary and get my vocabulary up a little bit, because I can consciously realize how many times I'm saying again. Helldivers 2, I never got it. I never saw the hype with it. I know that the mechanic of it was new. It was like everyone playing the game dictates the way that the story is, and it's not just like server side. It's someone like me over here in England and someone over in America can fight in the same battle, breed the exact same planet or whatever it is. I get it. It never appeared. It was never something that was like, oh, I'm gonna have to play that game because of it. Horizon Call of the Mountain is a VR game. Okay. Forbidden West Zero Dawn, up there as one of the top 3 stories for the PS4 era or first party games. I absolutely love it. A few people have said that it's not a good story, but I don't know why you would think. I don't know, maybe it's just the sci-fi post-apocalyptic nature. I love post-apocalyptic games. For me, playing a post-apocalyptic game and seeing how that developer, producer, people written how the world ended and how they got to where it is, like Fallout with the nuclear and the Voltex planning on and everything. You unfold all that through the games. Then you got Horizon Forbidden West, Horizon Zero Dawn. You've got where they were using robots and the AI took over and decided to take out humanity. I love reading lore, learning about how it does. It's just something that is a real interest of mine. Ooh, Humanity, not seeing that. Let's have a look. Oh, I have seen this. We looked at it one of the first ones. It's like a
simple commands like turn.
And it's a 3 out of 10, 15 hours. Okay. Immortals of Aven. This one, it's, if I remember rightly, it's like Call of Duty, not Call of Duty. It's like first person, but with magic. I think, if I'm remembering correctly. Doesn't like me jumping ahead.
Even like pistols and rifles. Red like shotguns and grenade launchers, and green is closest to automatic machine guns.
Yeah, it's like a first-person shooter, but with magic. I remember that. Infamous First Light, brilliant game. Such a chill, relaxed platinum. It says a 4 out of 10, but I think the 4 out of 10 difficulty becomes in the challenges. There is challenges where you need to rack up like high scores, and they can be a little bit of a pain, but they're not that bad. So maybe that's why it's not as any higher, but I thought it was a relaxed, chill platinum. I wouldn't have gone as high as a 4 out of 10. I'd have probably gone with like a 3. Okay, Infamous Second Son. That is one I booted up a while ago, played about an hour of it, and still yet to find the urge to play it. Insurgency Sandstorm. That's like a first-person, your average first-person war shooter by the looks of it. It Takes Two, similar to A Way Out. Beautiful. Kenner Bridge of Spirits. The new one's coming out, so I think I might play that because the new one looks really good. So I imagine this is also something similar. Killing Floor 2, 20 hours, 5 out of 10. Nice. Killzone Shadowfall. I nearly said it. So in the last video, I said that obviously you've got Guerrilla. They're obviously concentrating on Horizon games, but I'd love to see Killzone get another installment at some point. Knack, PS4 seller, one of the release ones with like Order 1886 and what was the other game that was released game? I'm not sure, but I know Knack. It was Knack. Because I remember when the PS4 was releasing, they had my local game, which is like the UK version of GameStop, had after the shop shut, they had someone bring a PS4 so you could test the PS4 before it ever got released. And Knack was one of the games, so it was Knack, and I think it was a FIFA game. But yeah, Knack was one of them. So the only time I've ever played it was in a random game shop before the PS4 released, and clearly it mustn't have appealed to me because I've never bought it. Then somehow I got a sequel. I didn't even realize I had a sequel, but hey ho, there we go. You got the sequel with it. Nice. It's been a hot minute as well, I think, since we've seen a Lego game, a Lego Platinum, so it's nice to see them again. We got Batman 3 Beyond Gotham, Supervillains, Jurassic. I don't know whether playing the new Legacy of the Dark Knight is going to ruin playing the Lego Batman games for me or make it better, but it definitely has me wanting to play them. It was such a good game that I want more of the DC and the Lego, but I know for a fact that the Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight is not a lot like the other Lego games, so I don't know whether that spoiled me or not. Lego Jurassic World, beautiful. Force Awakens, nice. Lies of P. So I didn't realize that this was like a Souls-like game until was that like summer game? It was one of the game shows this year. They were on about DLC. It might have been the Nintendo one, showing that it was coming. I didn't realize it was like a Souls-like based on the story of Pinocchio, which makes sense in the name, Lies of P. Obviously, Pinocchio, when he tells lies, his nose gets bit. Like, I never put the two and two together, but I've never actually looked at the game too much to realize that, to be honest. Life is Strange. Life is Strange 2 colors. Beautiful. Limbo, such a good game. Such a good game. Didn't realize it didn't have a platinum though. Then we've got Man-Eater. That's the one where you play as a shark and you kill everyone and do different things. So, again, I know what the code word is for the giveaway this week. So, we'll say it now and I'm going to say it at the end of the video. If you want to be entered for the £10 PSN card giveaway, then the code word is again. Jesus, I need to find better words. Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. Again, I said this already. It was released way too close to the Avengers game for me to want to play it because of how it looked. It looked like it was like a DLC spin-off of that, and let's face it, Marvel Avengers is horrendous. Beautiful. We love to see every Spider-Man. No reason why you shouldn't get them. They are a walk in the park. I would go as far as to say they're not even a 3 out of 10. I would go as far as to say they're a 1 or a 2 out of 10. All you've got to do is 100% the games. Maybe the added difficulty is like the original Marvel Spider-Man, the PS4 version. The New Game Plus is a DLC, but for the Marvel Spider-Man 2 and Miles Morales, there's a New Game Plus mode you have to do. Maybe that's the one. Maybe that's why they increased the difficulty. But all you got to do is essentially 100% the game and then replay the story. Mech Warrior 5, I'm assuming I know what this is going to be. But we'll have a look because I've never actually seen it, technically.
Destructive lasers, missiles, and support, as that's how it's do. And sure, this isn't the
it does first person and third person. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Medieval remake. Beautiful. I want to try that. But that's one of those ones that probably goes into a 30 platinum 30-day list. Mercenary Kings, 50 hours on the Vita or the PS4. Don't know which one he's got it on. Maybe it links to both of them. You can do it on either. Metal Gear Solid 5, Ground Heroes. Beautiful. Now, again, I didn't know that didn't have a platinum. It was only a 100%. I think I've got... Or is it... Might as well have a look at it anyway. Oh, it'll be around here. Early PS4. No, mine's Phantom Pain. 130 hours. You know what? I have never actually looked at the trophy list for this. Well, clearly, I didn't complete the game, so complete all missions with an S rank. That is probably disgustingly difficult. Metal Hellsinger. Another one I want to try. Dance Dance Revolution meets Doom. Metro, okay. Metro Last Light Redo and 2033. I think the redo means that it was a PS3 game. It's like a remaster. I think that's what they term in remaster. Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor, a franchise that just doesn't appeal to me. I've never watched the Lord of the Rings movie. Lord of the Rings, Middle-earth isn't for me. Well, I won't say it isn't for me. It's just never appealed to me, so the games just never appealed to me. Mortal Shell, okay, what's that?
Job of nailing the vibe of Dark Souls. It's
like a Souls-like by the looks of it. Mousecraft, no platinum. Murdered Soul Suspect, brilliant game. It's you play you're either a private detective or an actual detective, and you solve your own murder. Necromunda Hired Gun, never heard of that. Necromunda Hired Gun.
Hired Gun is the kind of game that makes me appreciate when developers are given the time they need to really polish a game to a shine. It's a
I should really just mute this. IGN have got the worst takes imaginable.
And often satisfying, but also
has a very Doom feel to it. It's very Doom coated. Onrush is similar to Burnout, if I remember. Operation Tango, nice. Outriders, is Outriders unobtainable now? Or is it still obtainable? It must be because it's not got any. But they're all like, a lot of them are multiplayer trophies, aren't they? Or am I thinking of Am I getting Outriders and Anthem mixed up? Prince of Persia, Lost Crown. Nice. Okay. So not only does he have FIFA, but Pro Evo. Obviously, Pro Evo doesn't exist anymore. But you got Pro Evo 2015. Beautiful, beautiful. Rage 2. Nice. Ratchet and Clank, then Rift Apart. Beautiful. I didn't realize how many Ratchet and Clank games there actually are. I thought there was maybe 4, but I think if you look, so you've got Ratchet and Clank, then you've got 3, 2, Size Matters, Into the Nexus, Cracking Time, Deadlocked, All for One, Full Frontal Assault. There's quite a few. I thought there was only like 3. Rayman Legends. I get anyone with this, absolute demon. 3 months of constant challenges. I would just get anxiety and stress from worrying that I forget. And knowing my luck, I'd get 2 months in, 2.5 months in, and I'd forget, and I'd have to start all over again. So no thank you. That's just going to remain undone on my list, I think. Remnant 2, nice. Remnant from the Ashes, beautiful. Returnal, a game that I find quite interesting. The other one that came out as well with Alana Pierce's boyfriend, whoever, and he was in iZombie. Can't think of the name now, but he's recently came out. It's a similar one where you obviously get to a certain point. If you die, you keep your stats and stuff, and you can make new builds. It looked really good. Rime, nice. Rise of the Tomb Raider. I've played that. I think it's the last Shadow of the Tomb Raider I've not played. I haven't actually finished the story of Rise of the Tomb Raider either. I played the original, the first one, and like the first remake, and I liked it. I don't know why I never finished the stories on the other 2 games. Maybe I just mustn't have been that into it. RoboCop Rogue City said that this RoboCop Rogue City, Terminator, the Terminator game, absolute love letters to the movies that they're about. If you enjoy like RoboCop and you love it, to me, it feels like you're literally stepping into the film. I don't know why, but it just does. Every single bit of it is like taken from the movies. Got characters, the faces. The feel of the police station also feels like you're right there. I don't know whether it's just my nostalgia for RoboCop and my nostalgia for Terminator. Maybe, but to me, it feels like you're very much there. Rocket League, beautiful. Roki, nice. Sackboy. Say this every video. Sackboy walked, so Astrobot can run. Beautiful. Shadow of the Colossus, nice. Seen that in again, these high trophy counts. You start seeing some of the similar difficult games. Shadow of the Colossus is one of them. Shadow of the Tomb Raider, there we always finished the full story. Sniper Elite 5. I played my very first Sniper Elite game, which was Resistance. And I didn't realize how good they were. I've been sleeping on the Sniper Elite games. I really enjoyed them. I don't know why I'd never picked them up previously. Maybe I'm not the big like World War II has been done to death a little bit with computer games, but I got given. Obviously, I was given Resistance as a free copy, so obviously if it's for free, it's for me. So I tried it, and I was thoroughly impressed. Spirit of the North, beautiful game. Spy Chameleon, again, we've seen that. I've seen that in the last 3 or 4 videos. Okay, he's got he's got the Battlefield games, so no surprise here. They are hefty. I know that from experience of trying them, they're hefty platinums. Jedi Fallen Order, brilliant game. Unfortunately, the 3D map in that is absolutely disgusting. Stellar Blade, 60 hours, 4 out of 10. Okay. Stories, The Path of Destiny, nice. Stray, again, another game that you see quite a bit. I think I've seen it enough now that I'm going to definitely have to do it. Super Hot, just not for me. 15 playthroughs, no thank you. Seen this in a few as well. I've normally brushed over it, but Tabletop Racing, I've seen that a few times. It's very much, when I looked it up, it's like I always remember them. I've got Micro Machines, that was it, Micro Machines, where you play on the tables. It was like an old Super Nintendo game, or I had it on the Super Nintendo anyway. That's what it sort of gives. And the Telltale game, I think that's the first we've seen so far, but you do see them, like say, on pretty much all of them. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. I think that's a remake of a Super Nintendo game, if I remember rightly. Again, the RoboCop Similar to the RoboCop, this again is a love letter to Terminator. I always, for me, when I watched Terminator and Terminator 2, I always felt like they didn't spend enough time in the future. Now, as an adult, older, I understand why they didn't. But as a kid watching it, I always wanted to spend more time in the future, seeing the future a little bit more. Again, loving post-apocalyptic and how the world ends. It sounds depressing, that, but it's not. This is essentially set before the first movie, so you're very much in that world, and it scratched that itch that I forgot that I had. The Ascent, not seen that, so let's have a look. Top down, yeah, not for me.
I'm always up for a
looked pretty cool.
City areas that are crawling with NPCs to the corporate high-rises of the upper class being literally above everyone else.
Callisto Protocol, beautiful. Skyrim. See, a few people have come in the chat. I think there's been about 5 people in comments and chats that I've seen recently saying that they're currently working on Skyrim. Is there a reason it seems to be trending? But I also heard that it is very much a fetch quest platinum. You very much go here, go there, go everywhere. The Gardens Between, beautiful, well-rounded story, absolute amazing game. For a 2-hour platinum, you will not go wrong. If you love story, if you love like interactive gameplay, it's definitely worth it. Last of Us Part 2, Last of Us Remastered, nice. The Medium, what's that on PS5? I've clearly watched it before, so it's definitely something we've seen in a video.
Focus.
Just don't remember. Horror game, that's probably why it didn't get as far in the video as I thought I would. Order 1886, again. I'm just going to keep saying it till it falls out of me mouth. That's probably going to be the next physical game that I pick up. I know that you don't need to get it physically, but I think that I think I'm going to pick it up physically just to make sure. The Pathless, okay, what's that? I've not seen that before. Okay, I have, because clearly there's a video watched.
Halfway to get even more speed.
The Playroom, which I think, if I'm right, is like the PS4 version of Astro's Playroom, clearly the name. But it's something that comes free with the PlayStation 4. The Plucky Squire, absolute brilliant game. If you've never played it, you essentially play a storybook character. So part of the game is in the book. You like flip the pages and you fight people and monsters and make your way through the story. But you then pop out of the book onto the kid's table and do the puzzles that way. You sometimes need to come out of the book in order to get around an obstacle to get back in to make a new pathway. A little bit of RPG elements. Very, very, very interesting game. I absolutely loved it. It's 9 hours, 2 out of 10. Not accurate in my opinion. I'd say it's probably between 7 and 9 hours, and I would say it's like a 1 out of 10. It's very straightforward. There's only a couple of things you can miss. Chat to select and stuff helps with that. So I wouldn't go that far, but it's good. The Surge 2. The Surge is, from what I remember, very much like it's like a
difficult and labyrinthine styles of games like Bloodborne and Dark Souls.
Yeah, it's like a Dark Souls, but
fun,
electronic. It's probably the best way to put it. Walking Dead, beautiful. Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, let's go. We don't see that very often. I'm glad to say I'm part of that club. Not the Game of the Year edition, I got the PS5 one, but trophies are all the same nonetheless. The Wolf Among Us, okay, so we're getting the Telltale games towards the tail end. Nice. Dimesia, I've seen that, that's beautiful. Titanfall 2, I want to try it mainly because I've heard that there's like an obstacle course that you've got to get like a time in, and people in the Discord trying it, people in the comment section mention it all the time, that it's like one of the most difficult things to do. So we'll see. Tome is like a photograph taking, photo adventure. It looked really good, like black and white, very art style, looked very interesting. Tomb Raider Definitive Edition, beautiful. Tricky Towers, we've seen that in the last one again, 8 out of 10. Trine 3, Trine 4. You know what? I've seen Trine before in terms of like I've seen advertised, but I have no idea what type of game it is.
Whenever
And
I
like,
think of great co-op
they're not
games,
exactly
Time
some.
Series
Well,
has
them
never
two
fallen
aren't too
my
bad, but
thoughts.
5 out of 10 is
Since
not exactly like
2009,
something you would just
Delta Force
randomly
Fight
pick
has
to
been
do.
quietly delivering some of the most beautiful and joyous puzzle platformers.
So it's a puzzle
For the more
platformer,
serious
right?
crowd,
Okay.
there's also
Tunic, beautiful. Uncharted, all of them as well, and PS4 versions, beautiful. Unmechanical, Unravel, nice. Until Dawn, you see that a lot. Again, I might play it because even though it's a horror, it's kind of like a horror movie, and I like the fact that you can make all different decisions. So maybe. But if anyone can let me know in the comments, is there own like, do you have to make certain choices to get the platinum in one playthrough? Because if you do, then you kind of like stuck to that one story, and I'd love to like make the random choices when I can, rather than having to pick a choice just to get the platinum. So if anyone can let me know, let me know. Warhammer 40,000, Shooters, Blood and Teeth, okay. Warhammer Chaos Bane, beautiful. Watch Dogs, nice, the original as well. Watch Dogs Legion, that's the most recent one, that's set in London. I've seen a little bit about that, but not too much. What Remains of Edith Finch, again, absolute banger. If you've got a weekend, if you want a platinum in a weekend, then this is the one for you. I originally thought it was just some walking simulator and was going to be hella boring. Boy, was I wrong. This has got some of the best storytelling in a game, in my opinion, for a very, very long time. It's emotional. It's interesting. It makes you want to find out more about the other members of the Finch family. And like I say, you can do it in a weekend. There's a couple of missable trophies if you count them, but the fact that you can play the whole game in about an hour and a half, going back and playing one of the stories to pick up that missable, you're looking at maybe 4 hours total, which, again, like I say, you can do in a weekend. It's absolutely stunning game. Then we got Wolfenstein: The New Order and the Old Blood, the two of the I'm literally doing him so dirty by saying that, but I was about to say two of the easier ones, but we all know that Mein Leben is, out of the Wolfenstein franchise, they are the two of the easier ones, because let's face it, Mein Leben is disgusting. Then we got Wreckfest and Zombie. I see Zombie a lot as well, and you know what? I never look at it, mainly because I'm not... do you know what it is? The cover art doesn't look good. So, like, because... And if I'm remembering correctly, and this is probably also where it comes from, is Zombie was originally not released on, like, the PS4 and stuff. It very first came out on the Wii. I might be wrong, but I'm almost certain there's one of these Zombie games was originally just a Wii title that has eventually, after years, made it over to other consoles.
Ruin much of the world. You many times when you least expect. I'm not sure if that was a byproduct.
Yeah, there's a reason why I overlook it all the time. Okay, so there we go. That's the list. Let's have a look at his milestones. Let's go. So his first ever trophy was 12 years ago. So he's been trophy hunting over a decade. Knack was his first platinum. One thing I have noticed, let me just check. Technically, that one could have been. Mainly because looking at his first trophy and his first platinum, yeah, we got a relatively... Well, I'll say relatively new, but obviously he's been only trophy hunting since the PS4. So no PS3 platinums or PS3 trophies by the looks of it. So the 10th platinum is Killzone Shadowfall. Nice. 20th Hardware Rivals. Okay. 30th The Walking Dead. We love to see that. The Witcher 3 40th. Nice to see The Witcher 3 is a milestone trophy. 50th Tales from the Borderlands. Telltale in the milestone. Beautiful. 75th, Far Cry 4. 100th was Rage 2. Now, I always ask this question, was the 100th platinum thought out, or was it just one that you got? 125, Maneater. 150, Ragnarok. Nice to see that as a milestone one as well. 175, Roki. Fastest was Bloodhound. 200th, Elder Scrolls. Again, nice to see a staple franchise as a platinum. And the latest one was Broken Sword. We're looking at 258 ultra rare trophies. Let's see how many of those are platinum. We are looking at 27 ultra rare platinums. Respectable. And then his cabinet, let's see what he's picked. Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. Only human. What now? Robocop. Finish. Is there a reason for these? Because they are common and uncommons. If I was using a trophy cabinet, I'd probably throw some of my ultra rare platinums in it. But yeah, there we go. Again, another banger. Another 100% completion account. Again, it says 99.7, but me, personally, I'm saying 100% because, as I showed earlier, let's have a look. He's on 30% at the minute. Last trophy obtained 24th of June. So, see where the last trophy was. So, what was that? Quarter to 8 this morning. He was working on this platinum 4 hours ago, 3 hours ago. Yeah. Currently 20 past 12 at the minute. So he's currently working on it. So you can't say that it's not 100% account, in my opinion. And there we have it. So as I said, we're going to have the code word for the giveaway. Obviously, if you were watching the video fully and you've seen it, we are going with the word again. If you want to be entered into the giveaway, the comment that you need to leave is again. 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 We will be drawing that next Wednesday. So in the next Wednesday's video, I'll throw another reminder in Monday's video. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll catch you guys at the next ping.